Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features for the awning that fits onto our Montana 6AC and our Cruiser 6AC from the Air Comfort collection. You can see here that it's specifically designed obviously to match in with the tents in terms of colour and design. The fabric that we're using on here is actually the exact same as what we use for the tents themselves. So this is our Outex 5000 material. It's a high quality taffeta polyester material with a hydrostatic head of 5000 millimetres. It is fully PU coated on the inside and all of the seams have been taped as well to ensure that it is completely waterproof. As I say, they're with a hydrostatic head of 5000 millimetres, exactly the same as a tent, so a good waterproof extra space at the front here. The frame that we use on this is actually a steel frame. We have two poles here, so really easy to set up, but also, of course, with it being steel, very sturdy and stable. And what we have is our wind stabilizer system on this as well, just to keep it stable in higher wind conditions. I'll just show you how that works. So when you set the awning up, all you have to do is take these Velcro tabs like this and wrap them around the pole at the top here, and there's another one on the bottom, and that's the same for the poles on both sides of the awning. And when we do that and take the guy line out and peg it into position, that pulls the fabric against the frame of the awning, making it that much more stable in higher wind conditions. So features wise, again, very similar to the tent itself. We're using our aero-effective ventilation on here, so you can see a real sort of streamlined and sleek ventilation system. Underneath here, there is a mesh panel, which of course then corresponds with this lip on top here. We can remove this quite easily just by removing the Velcro tabs and pressing down like so. So if you're sitting in here and it's a little bit chilly, then you can close these down, but of course great to keep them open, and that will reduce condensation on the inside of the awning itself. We also then have really large windows all the way around the awning. Again, just like the tents, these are tinted as well, so just as a reminder, that will reduce the amount of glare from the sun inside the awning, and it will also give you a little bit more privacy inside there as well. So again, like the tent, we're using our classic luminous guy lines around the awning here, so they are a little bit brighter, so hopefully you won't trip over them when it's a bit darker outside. And of course, as always, we have our guy line retainer on here. That's what this Velcro loop is for, so you can roll up the guy lines and pop them in there so that they're not in a mess the next time you come to use the awning. While I'm down here, I'll just highlight to you as well that we have a mud valance that runs all the way around the outside of the awning, so that's just going to encourage any rainwater to run down and away from the inside. So when we come around to the front, what I do want to highlight is that the panels on either side of the door can actually be rolled back. You'll see that there are a couple of toggle points on the edges here and the same on that side as well, so you can actually roll these panels back just by unpegging at the ground there and then keep them in position just to create a more sort of open extension feel as opposed to the awning. With it being the awning though, of course, what you will find is that there is a full waterproof door which we just have rolled away at the moment. Certainly a good size door as well, so easy to get all your kit in and out, and of course easy access into this area as well. So the awning does come with a ground sheet, and it's a detachable ground sheet, so that means that you don't have to use it if you don't want to, but of course when it's in place it gives you a good durable waterproof ground sheet on here. So it's a double coated polyethylene material with a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimetres. It's bathtub in style as well, so it comes round the edges and you can just see folds up around the edges here just to reduce the amount of draft or dirt and dust and things like that. Like I say, it is just a clip-in or toggle ground sheet, so really easy to put into place. You can see also that we have this flat front to it as well, again for easy access into the awning. And just on either side, there are a couple of zips on there, so you can actually zip that up, and that will fold the ground sheet up the way, so that when you bring the door down, you've got a good watertight and slightly more protected entrance to the tent. So inside here, because we're using the steel frame, you'll find that there's certainly lots of space. You have good vertical walls and a really good amount of head height in here, again, just like the tents themselves. As I said earlier on, you've got large windows all the way around here, so that lets a lot of light in here. So great area to be able to sit in and get good views outside. Of course, still having that little bit of privacy with the tinted windows. Just above them, as I mentioned from the outside, this is where you can see the mesh ventilation panels that correspond to the aero-effective ventilation on the outside. So there you have it then, that's all the features of the awning that fits onto the Montana 6AC and the Cruiser 6AC from the Air Comfort collection. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, this tent can be inflated using our Typhoon 12 volt compressor pump.